Peace. This is Wise for Wise Words Media. And today we're going to go through top 5 all-time NBA players. Who's the 5 greatest players of all time? Usually when the greatest basketball player of all time comes up, there's one name that's become synonymous with it, and everybody just jumps to that person and they say Michael Jordan quickly. But I'm here to tell you, pump your brakes. There's an argument for who's number one. And with this, you could pick either one and you won't be wrong. Because the other man, with his longevity and all he's accomplished in the NBA, stakes his claim for number one as well. And I'm not talking about LeBron James. I'm talking about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, when you compare the two, on the collegiate level, Kareem has won more championships than Michael, 3-1. He's won more NCAA MVPs than Michael, 3-0. Then on the NBA level, statistically, there's some things that would favor Kareem. You have rebounding, shot blocking, field goal percentage, all go in favor to Kareem. However, there's other statistics. More All-Star appearances. Kareem, 19 appearances, which is one of the most of all time. You have more NBA MVPs. Kareem has won the award more time than Michael. You have all-time scoring leader, the most points in NBA history. That title belongs to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Michael Jordan, and some will argue for Michael and say, well, Michael retired for 2 years. If Michael would have played in those 2 years, he would have won. No, because if you do the math, you could take what Michael averaged in a season and you could plug those into those 2 seasons that Mike left, and you could even plug it into the 3rd season that Mike was out because of the foot injury, and he still doesn't even come close to having as many points as Kareem all time. So with points, Kareem has him, All-Star games, MVPs, and even one statistic that I find very staggering, even in assists, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has more assists than Michael Jordan. So, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. However, if you want to argue in favor for Michael, there is no greater champion in the history of the NBA than Michael Jordan. There's no guy that when he had made it to the finals and he had that determined idea that this is it, we're going to finish this thing, we're not going to go to game 7, this man went 6-0 in the finals and never ever played in a game 7. All his NBA championships have been won in 6 games or less. The man is synonymous with the game of basketball, even synonymous with the term GOAT. Even his name is the esteemed pedigree for other greats in other sports. Like they'll call, like for instance, like a closer like Mariano Rivera. They say he's the Michael Jordan of closers. You know, Tom Brady in football, he's the Michael Jordan of football. So his name, his pedigree has become synonymous with greatness and to be the greatest. Mike not only accomplished something that has only been done a handful of times, which is to win a three-peat, but Michael Jordan has won 2 three-peats. So he not only was one of the handful of players and teams to do it, but him and his teams did it 2 times. So you got to give Mike his flowers, got to give Kareem their flowers. So either one is a pick 'em. Pick your poison, pick your spot. Either one, you're not wrong. 3rd greatest player of all time, Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson won an NBA title as a rookie. He came in and flipped the flipped the league on its head. Never has anybody, and even to this day, has put on a show on the court like Magic Johnson. Everything from passing to stepping it up. He played center. As a point guard, he played center when Kareem was hurt in order to win a championship. Like, this is the type of guy that Magic Johnson is. All around great. His passing is, you got guys like Jason Kidd who tried to, who were students of Magic. And they passed the ball just like Mike. And was very fancy with the passing. But Magic took the passing game to a whole nother level. And he was Showtime. Magic was Showtime. He is Showtime. Basketball. He made basketball the global game that it is. He was the first to take it there. Him and Larry Bird. Give them both their flowers. But that third spot goes to Magic. Number 4. We are going to give that 4th spot to LeBron James. LeBron James is, whether you love him or hate him, he had a lot of weight on his shoulders. He had to meet some expectations that are really unreal. You have the guy, as aforementioned, Michael Jordan, who was about to retire. And he's known as the greatest basketball player of all time. So now, in comes this high school kid who ESPN, the media is following him around. Now he has to try to meet these expectations of being the greatest or the next greatest, the next face of basketball. And from the first game, he showed you why he was the chosen one, and he was going to be able to carry that torch. Now, I'll be the first to tell you, out of that generational class, because every generation has that one draft class that sets the foundation for the next generation. And out of that draft class with LeBron, Wade, Carmelo, my guy was Dwayne Wade. But I have to give it where it is. The best, the guy from that class is LeBron James. LeBron, and while a lot of us weren't happy with the decision to go out to Miami and join Wade and Bosh and win a championship and form a super team with a guy that is also in the top 5 in Dwayne Wade and another guy who's in the top 10 in Chris Bosh. Instead of going against each other, namely LeBron versus Wade, they decided to join up, and that left a bad taste in the mouths of many, including myself. I didn't like it. But the credit went back to him when he left Miami and he knew that there was unfinished business. So he decided to go back to Cleveland, go back home where it all started, and give them their first championship in franchise history. Then he gave us the chase down block against Golden State, and then the epic Cleveland, this is for you. That right there solidified him. Top 4, aka the Mount Rushmore of basketball, is Kareem Jordan, or Jordan Kareem, Magic, and LeBron. And that coveted 5th spot goes to none other than Steph Curry. Steph Curry is a top 5 player, whether you like it or not. This kid, from the moment I seen him in Davidson, I fell in love. I said, this little guy, what you're seeing him do now in the NBA, he was doing that in college, shooting from half court, breaking down double teams, pulling up at the 3. I never seen a player, nobody, triple teamed in the NCAA tournament to this day. Steph Curry was the one. That's the only way they beat Davidson. they had to triple team Steph Curry. This kid came to the league, and people were saying, "Oh, he's too small. He's too fragile. He won't survive." Oh, did he prove everybody wrong? Not only did he go on to break the record and have the most wins in an NBA season with 73-9, but he went on to win a championship. Then he won a couple other championships with KD. But then, just like Draymond said, "Dude, we don't need you. You can go. We don't need you. We won without you, and we'll win again." And Steph Curry, along that path of winning this most recent championship, has went on to break personal records. He went on to have the most three-pointers in a single season by any player. He went on to have the most three-pointers made in NBA history. He changed the game, revolutionized the game from an in-the-paint game to the three-point beyond the arc game. He is the ultimate game changer of today's game. And not only that, but that one thing that he needed to have to solidify his greatness was that finals MVP, that finals performance where it was him. Because of him, they won, and he did it this year against Boston. What he did out in Boston on the road, putting up 40 plus to come home and take it, that's right there. That's the makings of greatness. Again, the man has the most three-pointers in history and greatest three-point percentage. Well, no, percentage goes to Steve Kerr, but most three-pointers in a single season, most three-pointers made, and the man he changed the game changer. So there you have it. That's your top 5. Let me know what you feel. Do you feel this list is right and exact? Do you have a different top 5? Do you feel Kareem should go ahead of Mike, or Mike go ahead of Kareem? So drop the comments in the comment section. We'll go through that and let's build. Peace.